Welcome to Hush Heath. I'm Richard.
I'm Leslie.
And we're co-founders of the Heath Estate. And we thought it would be interesting today to give you a bit of history about the manor which is behind us and its relationship to the whole estate. We bought Hush Heath Manor in 1986, and it had 20 acres of garden at that time. And we used to come down at weekends to escape work in London and life in London. In 2001, we were given the opportunity of buying the 400 acres around the Hush Heath Manor that was originally part of the manor. In fact, in 1870, the owners of the manor sold the land surrounding it to a well-known Kent farming family who only in 2001, generations later, decided to sell it. And we, unexpectedly, because we hadn't quite planned it, bought it. Now, it wasn't as it is today. It was not with any vines on it. It was very run down. And it was really, we've learned as we've gone along. And we had absolutely no idea about farming at all.
At that time, our favourite drink was Balfour Rosé. And when we decided to buy this land, and we were wandering around it one Saturday after we'd bought it in auction, thinking to each other, what on earth are we going to do here? We had no idea how to look after the land. We had no plans. We just knew that we wanted to protect the land that surrounded the house. And at that point, I think I suggested to you...
You did.
...that we plant some vines. But my idea of planting a few vines was just to grow a few grapes, have a few bottles for ourselves and friends. But of course, Richard's thinking was a little different from mine. We planted quite a few vines.
At that time, we had a very clear business plan. And it was simply one line. It was the shortest business plan in the world, which was, if we can't sell it, we'll drink it. And actually, I'm pleased to say we did sell our wines, and now today we make 25 different wines, but we still absolutely love everything we produce. Unless Leslie and I absolutely love it, it doesn't leave the winery and you won't be tasting it. Only what we drink and what we love will everybody be drinking.
When we took over this house in 1986, the gardens were actually quite neglected, hadn't had a lot of time or energy put into them. So that's sort of been a big part of my focus over the last 33 years, was regenerating the garden, creating beautiful areas, adding quite a few acres to the garden as well. And I think what we've tried to do in the vineyards is also think of it as part of our garden. So we like to think that everybody finds it immaculate. Not too immaculate, because a little bit of wildness is necessary, but just a beautiful place to be. And that's another reason why we've also planted wildflower meadows to attract insects and bird life, and that's been a great success this year. And next year I'm planting more wildflower meadows for all the pollinators, and that's a very exciting project. So every year we have, as in my garden at Hush Heath, at the vineyards, I always have new interesting projects going on. Every season here at Hush Heath brings its own changes and beauty, and it really is wonderful, from the white wood anemones in flower in the spring, following on by the bluebells, then our wildflower meadows in the early summer going through the summer, followed by the beautiful autumnal colors, and then the winter wonderland of our woodlands and our vines. So please come and visit us anytime. We'd love to have you here.